want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Arnold. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? On 4th down, going to the air. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route, take advantage, hit it right now.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. It's reverse. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to pound it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6.
Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
The inside handoff. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll take it himself. Alabama will get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. Bust through behind his pad. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Alabama 0. Let's go.
New set of downs after that completion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. Inside the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Dogs! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Got room on the return. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now. Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense set for a first down play. Give to the back. Pushes ahead for two. They'll mark it at the 17.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's back. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Flying down the left side. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give out of the gun. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will... But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Off play action on first down. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. The give to the tailback. Turns it on in midfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Trying to run, it's Miller. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Now on the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really...
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
Alabama, number 4, in the end zone.
Getting set for the point after.
For the extra point.
And it's up and good. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at...
Flying out to the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's Beck. Coming after it. They get to him as he throws. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play call...
And that ball is picked off. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Georgia! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, man.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 4.
Oh, look out, there he goes! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Milroe. They're trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He fires it out to the right. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown Tide! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Georgia 21, Alabama 14.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
After the last run, you just give it to him again on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Rifles it down the middle. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown Bulldogs. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes that Alabama offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Feeling some heat. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air, it's Milroe. Steps away to find some room. He caught it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Surging forward on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
1st and 10.
Just 9 seconds to go in the half. Let's see if they try to get another one. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. What a boost you can get from something like that, and now they've got it first and goal with the 1. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Loss of 4. It's now second and goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield. It's Beck. Looking for the score. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score.
Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. Today, we have two of college football's most powerful teams as we are set for a top 5 showdown. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Warren. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. And he's still running after the move. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Allard. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
It's caught downfield. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Penn State! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
7, Georgia, 0.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
1st and 10.
Offense set on 1st down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going for a big play right off the bat. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab enough for the first. Afterburner's coming. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Red pass, it's complete. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. Second down. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Warren. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Dropping back, it's Allard. He makes the connection. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Picked off. Past the 50. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Dogs! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick the field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 30. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Coming out with it, it's Etienne. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Using his legs, it's Etienne. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to pass, it's Beck. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete! A huge pickup!
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He makes a grab. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
He wants it all. And it's caught! Touchdown, Georgia! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fair catch, called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They'll throw it on first down. He unleashes a long one. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and die. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Georgia 31, Penn State.
The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Take over, first and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And the Dogs will have a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides himself on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
To throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. At the 45 on his way. Running toward the tape. Touchdown Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll swing it out to the left.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter through.
Oh, it's out. Now the defense has got it going the other way. And he breaks into the open. Pass to 10. Taj